started my own record label. So we're moving heavy right now, working with Coalition DJs Philly. So staying busy, putting together a lot of music and staying positive.
Okay, what's that project? Tell me about that new project.
So I'm dropping a single. It's gonna be called Body Language.
Mm-hmm.
Just shot the video for it. It's gonna hit a different demographic of my fans. So I'm trying to lean towards something commercial that would be nice for the ladies to listen to as well.
Okay, so then when you decided to do that, what was the inspiration?
Honestly, dark fantasy about a woman.
Okay. Dark fantasy. Somebody you know?
Somebody I know.
She gonna hear that song and freak out. I'm telling you.
Not about her.
It's not just about her?
Oh no, she's not gonna know it's about her.
Oh, okay. Not even if she watched this video.
No, it's a surprise, just a little something. Maybe speak through subliminals.
Okay, I can dig it. So, Cali the Chef. How did you come up with that moniker?
Well, my government name is Calvin. My aunt used to call me Cali growing up, so it kind of stuck and it's kind of original to who I am. And the chef, when you walk into a restaurant, you have the head chef, and every time, before dinner service starts, you'll have a family dinner where the chef will feed his others, and also, he has chef specials. So you never know what's coming on from the chef, but you're gonna be satisfied, and I'm gonna fill your stomach.
Okay, I can dig it. I like that. So here's a question I'm sure you'll love. When did you fall in love with hip hop?
I'd say when I was around 12, 13.
Ooh, how?
So I started off like, my mother told me I was named after Snoop Dogg. Mm-hmm. So growing up, when I was inside of her, she used to put the headphones in through to her stomach while Doggy Style was on and things like that. But when I came out, my pops was big into rock and roll, and he started me off with the guitar and basically taught me the origins of music. And it started me off with a guitar, and I learned that side first. And then, I started going back and forth to New York and, being with my cousin, and he really introduced me to the hip hop. Because he started me off, I was growing up listening to, like Latin freestyle, things like that, house music, rock and roll. And then all of a sudden I get a Jadakiss CD. He introduced me to that, and I just fell in love with the culture, and it really brought me to my roots, to my Hispanic roots. So I would say around 12, 13, that's when I started rapping and things like that. So that's when I really fell in love with it.
Okay, and that's when they say hip hop really emerged, is through your Hispanic roots. So
right.
Do you think you're paying a homage to the culture?
Absolutely. I definitely, it's who I am. Mm-hmm. We're, Blacks and Hispanics, we're right here.
Right.
And a lot of people don't really understand that. And, we went through a lot of the same struggles as well. And we're the same minority.
Right.
I was pulled over by an officer. He came up to the window speaking Spanish to me.
What?
Yeah. So it was like, we're hand in hand, and it's our culture to express through hip hop or whatever, art, everything.
And then, and speaking of your culture, when you go back to the Trump era, which wasn't that long ago, like if you could use your platform to speak to the Hispanic people, speak to the Black people, speak to the minority, in what ways would you have done that, or did you do it?
We a couple of my fellow associates, we did a protest in the town. Mm-hmm. for our people. We did a peaceful protest, but to be able to put the community together, you know, for a cause that was, you know, thank God justice has been served.
Thanks.
So salute to that. But for the community to come together for a cause which was necessary, you know, that was very powerful. And it was, you know, really opened my eyes to, you know, wow, well, if I was a little bigger, you know, we could have made this more. But I was appreciative to see the support throughout the community as it was.
Right.
So,
you did your part.
Yeah, I think, you know, I wish I could do more. And if I could have done more, I would have. But to have the whole community come out in the town was very eye-opening.
Right. I'm glad that you did that. Like hip hop artists, like that was a good way to use your words, use your experience, and get in it, in the mud.
Absolutely.
If you could pick an artist, because I done seen your freestyle, so I know you could flow. If you could pick an artist to join your crew for a rap battle from past and present, who would you choose?
For a battle?
Yes.
So who would I battle, or who would I have on my team?
Who would you have on your crew, and who would you battle?
If I'm going into battle, I'll probably say Arsenal. Because Arsenal, you know, he's basically the king of battle rap right now. That's the man, and he's a Jersey boy, so it's all love. So yeah, if I'm going in for a battle, I'm going in with Arsenal. Because that man's gonna tear somebody up. But who I would go against, honestly, anybody. So it doesn't matter who I go against. You know, I'm in this. You know, I know my music is good, and I'm confident in my music. So, you know, that's really all I could say. Let the best man win.
Okay. Now, who was in your opinion, the best battle rap made public?
I want to say, honestly, my favorite battle rap. I mean, this goes way back. So like you had actual battle rap, and then you have, you know, diss records.
Right.
Honestly, I would say probably the best diss track to me would be either Ether or Checkmate by Jadakiss.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I go. The best battle, I would say probably from me, Jada and 50.
Jada and 50. Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite battle. You know, he came out, you know, and it's all love, you know, we're all fellow associates, you know, and I think just the way Jada came at 50 like that, and then he did the Miss Jackson remix, and you know, and then 50 hit back, and I think, you know, it was a very definitive moment in hip hop.
Okay, did you like the LL Cool J with dang, what's his name?
Cannabis,
yeah.
Of course. And honestly, I think Cannabis got him. I think LL was more commercialized. Right. But Cannabis was ripping my man. I gotta, you know, there's no, you know, turning against that. You know, Cannabis did his thing on that. And I think if he would have been publicized a little more, I think he would have got hurt a little more.
Right.
He said, "Any of your fans is in high heels." Boom.
And they were. Yeah. One of them present. But
absolutely.
So
but all love for LL too. You know, he's another legend. You know, and LL had the bars too.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? It's all love at the end of the day. You know, they're both legends in my eyes. You know, both OGs in the game. So they're both well respected in my book.
That's right. Okay, I like that. I like you pay homage to everybody. Okay. So, what's your dopest freestyle that you recall doing?
I would say my dopest freestyle is when I noticed my music change. So, I was in a rough spot for a little bit. I moved down to South Carolina, and I came back, and I noticed a change in my emotions changed, my mindset changed, and I heard a change in my tone. I think from me not recording for 3 years and just touching it again, the microphone again,
right?
I found my sound because it came out natural.
Right. Do you regret? So your cadence was more natural,
right?
Do you regret taking a hiatus?
I don't have any regret. I don't live with regret. Everything was written already. There was a reason why I went through this. There was a reason why I went through that. Granted, we have the ability to, change some things, or make a decision. But for the most part, I feel like life was written already. So I was supposed to experience certain things, whether I didn't understand it at the time. But as I look back on it, when one door closes, 5 more open.
Amen.
So, I kind of have a firm understanding on the plus and minus. So
what do you have to say about other people coming in the game or artists about perseverance?
I think honestly, just know who's who, use the signs, learn the business, learn how to network. And once you learn business, you'll start recognizing who's real and who's not.
Thanks.
So I think, that's really what I could say to that. Once you start, because everybody, I can't say everybody, excuse me, but a lot of people, they tend to make themselves more than they are, or that they have the ability to do something, or say they could give you a show or whatever. But certain, as you grow in the game, the conversations start to get different. So you pick up on, like I said, who's real and who's not. So I think any artist coming in, definitely learn the business.
Okay, I love that. Now, this is like a ladies' question. Nah, not really. What's your favorite R&B album?
Honestly, this might sound crazy, but it's the collection, the Bad Boy collection. The Bad Boy R&B, the whole collection. I love it all. But maybe I would say Usher. What is it? 8701.
What was that?
The Usher's first breakout album.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. When he was little, yeah.
Yeah. That came out when I was real young, and but like every song on there, you could listen to the whole CD straight through. So I think that, and Usher being Usher, he a bad dude, so definitely.
That album had My Way on it.
Yeah, My Way. You Remind Me. What was it? You Don't Have to Call by Pharrell. Produced by Pharrell. The whole album was put together beautifully. So I really enjoyed that as an R&B album. I do like the old Marvin Gaye. I get down with Marvin. You driving in the bands down the freeway. Greatest of Marvin. You know what I'm saying? I like that as well.
Okay, I like both of them. I would not have pegged Usher as one of your faves, but
Usher, he had dances as well. The videos always popping. So I think Usher, you gotta pay respect to Usher. So
yeah, Usher paved the way for Chris Brown.
Absolutely. Breezy. You know what I'm saying? That's another Breezy's first album.
Yes.
Through the Gate. He had the Scott Storch records on there. He came out swinging, man. That came out at a great time too. I was still young when that came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the memories off of that album too. I didn't see, that's why I'm talking to you right now. Like, so much great music that has came out that, you know, played a part in me growing up, you know. But yeah, Breezy's first album, like it was Run It, Joel Santana on there, killer record, Give Me That. Then he had the remix with Wayne on there. He was killing it.
Still, what you mean? He underrated.
Yeah, absolutely. Breezy. Chris Brown, I think that had to do with some of the media too, switching him around. Right. You know, Breezy is extremely talented. He's been talented. And honestly, I'm good at reading people, and honestly, like listening to his music and just watching him. I watch a lot of his interviews too.
Right.
He's a good dude. You could tell he is a good dude, and you know, I think you know, people get a bad perception of him over a mistake. Right. You know, we all made mistakes before. Don't hold it over that man's head, because he made a change and he's still doing it at the end of the day. And that's what, when people try to kick you down and you keep going, that's where you earn my respect.
That's right.
So Breezy got that from me.
I can dig it. And
I love to go right with Breezy. We kill it.
I love him. Like I'm team Chris Brown all day. Like he can do no wrong in my eyes. That boy, right. Every song that he puts out, it's a bop.
Right, absolutely, and he can dance with it.
Yes.
it's definitely Breezy. Definitely got it too.
You seem like the type of person that has appreciation for all elements of music. Like you observe, very detailed. So, in your opinion, since you're the chef, what's a good recipe for a bomb album?
Originality. You know, I think being original, and I think to have a couple features, yes. You know, I think bringing it out, you know, you want that originality. The greatest albums, you know, didn't have too many features on. I think, you know, there is a lot of music with features on there right now, which is not a problem. You know, everybody getting paid, right. But I think, you know, get creativity, you know, don't put out the same sound as everybody else is putting out either.
Right.
You know, music is evolving, and we all know this, but I think if you're creative enough and you just go with the flow and you let things come out naturally and you don't sugarcoat anything and you actually have nothing to lie about, it's going to come out better.
Right.
So I think, you know, you have that, you have a good album cover, you know, because that's what's going to catch the eye off the rip, and just have all the back end done. So I think that's a good album to me, but basically originality and creativity.
Okay, I can tell that you love music. Like, it's not just something you just decided, okay, last week, this is what I'm doing today. No, you, like, I don't know how old you are, but if you were...
I'm 25.
Okay. If you were a child when Chris Brown came out, you know, you young.
Yeah.
So, but you got an appreciation for old school stuff. So that's somebody who's truly in love with the culture.
Yeah. You know, like rest in peace to X, but, you know, I grew up listening to X, you know, and everything, you know, Snoop, Jay-Z, Jadakiss, Warren G. Like, I love the G-Funk. I love the G-Funk era.
Right.
You know, even, you know, Big, rest in peace to Big. But, you know, the old hip hop, I even, you know, sat back, I went as far as like Grandmaster Flash and everything, and just really detailed everything, you know, because I started listening, as I listened to hip hop more, I started listening to more and more and noticing different samples. I know that record, and then I would go back and it's this year, it really came out in 76 or whatever, you know, like I was able to, you know, pick things out, where I heard it somewhere else. And, you know, I really, especially from listening to rock and roll too, You know, I had an ear for, you know, I could pick out a lot of music, and I know where they got it from, or, you know, whatnot, just because like music's always been my thing.
Right. We're gonna give a big ups to your mom for turning you on, okay?
Yeah. Love my mother. You know, she's a great woman. You know, she's always been positive for me, always pushing me to do better, and, you know, keeping me on the right path to make sure that I do something successful, or, you know, positive, you know, do everything positive. So, yeah, big up to my mother. I love her.
Oh, I love that. So, as far as that's concerned, tell me, and you will never lose with your mom on your side, but tell me about your newest single.
All right, so Never Lose. I've been going through a little bit of problems, you know, on the, you know, dealing with family court and things like that. A lot of people growing up, you know, didn't have faith in me, because like I would perform not the talent show. I actually performed the fashion show at school. Teacher, Miss Linda, she reached out to me, and because I used to play my stuff in class or whatever, and she asked me to come perform at the fashion show. And I went there and I performed at the fashion show, and a couple of people that I would try to network with in school, they took it as a joke. So they threw my CDs that I was passing out, they threw them back on stage while I was performing, and they started booing me on stage.
What?
Yeah, but I kept going. I kept, you know, I paid it no mind. I kept doing my thing, you know, and I felt good still, you know, because I didn't let it affect me.
Right.
So, you know, that, and then to being able to be on radio stations, to be able to open up for Jadakiss, to be able to start my own label, to be able to be signed with Who Mag, to be able to work with Coalition DJs, to be able to meet legends, you know, to be able to have Jadakiss on one of my songs.
Oh, no, that.
And I can't lose.
Right.
You know, I can't. Nobody can tell me nothing. Like, I've been through this, but I'm over here now, and y'all still over here. I can't lose. So all that time, y'all was, you know, doing this, that, and the third, or throwing me shade or whatever. It feels good now.
Right.
You know, I can't lose. I can't look back either. So, you know, I just got my head straight like this, and this is where I'm at now.
I love it. So you came up.
Oh yeah. So it's like, you know, I was honestly, I was homeless for a little bit when I moved down to Charleston, and it's been a crazy ride, you know, but I just kept going. I made it through every situation. I'm still here, you know, and as I look back, you know, how I went through certain things because I was supposed to.
Right.
It molded me who I am today. So I'm very appreciative of what I went through. Sounds crazy, but, you know, I respect what I went through, you know, from the universe for putting me through certain situations, because now I understand why I went through what I went through.
Right.
Trauma, everything, like, I've been through a lot.
It's not crazy.
Yeah.
It's not crazy. It's inspiring.
I appreciate you. I think it's like I said, I feel like it was written already. Everything's like pre-scripted, like it's crazy. That's why I just flow.
You had to go through it in order to put out a bomb single. I mean, it's hot. I like it.
I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. So who, you said you were working with Who Mag, and who else are you working with now?
Well, right now I'm working with a lot of you know, I'm working with people all over, producers. I released a single last year, and I actually had it hosted by Jadakiss, and I met him when I opened up for him back in 2019 at El Portico in Burlington, New Jersey. And when he got off the stage, I used to go to like little rock shows, you know, all throughout Jersey and stuff with my pops. My pops was alive, and we used to go to shows, and he used to have me meet people in the back of the clubs, you know, when a band was playing here. And my cousin Dave, he writes for a rock magazine, So he's actually in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most signed drumsticks. Yeah, so we would go to shows all the time and always get like a drumstick or a signed guitar pick. So I learned where people come out of the clubs, and so I went outside in the back of the club. Boom, here comes Jada Kiss. I say, yo, Kiss, what's going on, player? Here's some pre-roll blunts for you, and I got a couple CDs. So I passed that to him, and he took it, he appreciated it, and then he hit me up a couple months later, said he wanted to do something. So I ended up sending him the record, and he gave me a huge shout out, which helped me, and I was very honored to have one of my idols, come down and bless me on my own record.
Yeah, I love Jada Kiss.
Oh yeah. So it was very it was a great feeling, and that's kind of like what's crazy is like the past 2 years, like I was going through a lot, but I was having dreams of running into them. Like literally, like the scripted, and it's crazy. Right where I filmed Never Lose, I'll never forget this dream I had. I was there at the pub where I filmed Never Lose. It was around nighttime, and in the dream, Jada Kiss is standing right there with like J. Cole or something. I don't remember, but I know it was Jada Kiss was definitely there. And then he was like, "You ready?" And I said, "Yeah." And I woke up. The next day, I get the info that I'm opening up for him. What? And it was like, I get these signs, and then boom, it just starts happening. And then it was like everything starts snowballing like this. So I mean, it's just been a crazy ride, and I'm so excited, and it just feels great to be able to come from here and just start noticing things. So, and I'm very appreciative of everything that every gift that I've received, every blessing that I've received, because I've been through a lot. Like little things mean a lot more.
Do you believe in manifestations?
Absolutely. I said it in my song. I spoke some things into the universe. It's coming true. And, I'm a firm believer in that. And, the plus and the minus and the energy and all that. I'm a very spiritual person.
I love it. So you're I have two more questions. Well, maybe
yeah.
So do you think this is a spiritual journey?
I think partially, yes. Definitely it is spiritually. But I think there's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. And what I've been noticing, and not to sound cocky or anything at all, but like a majority of everything that I do, I'm pretty good at. So it's like, I don't know what it is. Like, I honestly don't know what it is about me or why I was chosen. I still don't know why I was touched yet, but I feel like this music is the reason, and that's what I'm believing, and that's what I'm going with, and it's been working. It's been working. I feel like I want it more than a lot of people, and I know I'm good at it. And there's a lot of, sometimes growing up, people have insecurities throughout their lifetime, and, it kind of helps you push to go harder.
Right.
So, I'm definitely believing that as well.
Okay, I love that. I know you say, dang, she said she loved everything. I do.
Okay.
So, with your studio, is that for everybody? Who can contact you? Who can get involved? Who can come up and make music with you?
First off, if you're working with me, your paperwork has to be straight. That's the first. If your paperwork isn't straight, I could set your paperwork up straight for a fee, and then we could talk things out. But it's kind of hard. I'll give a lot of people a shot. I don't bring everybody to where I'm at, so I'll probably meet somebody elsewhere first, get to know you. I need to feel people out. I don't trust too many people. But you know, I feel people out, and if I like what I hear, you know, you you have to trust people for what they are, or trust. Let me rephrase that. So like I was watching the DMX interview, rest in peace to X again, and what he said made sense, and it was kind of what I was going through at the time too. And it, like, as I was saying it, he was saying it in the interview. Like, it was wild, really wild. But like, you know, if you have a snake, you got to trust it to bite you.
That's right.
So, you know, I do give people the benefit of the doubt from the jump, but once you cross me, you lost me. Or, you know, if you're not, it, what I'm finding, it's kind of hard for people to keep up with me around, you know, some of the people that I'm dealing with.
Right.
So, you know, it's, and no disrespect, you know, everybody's definitely talented and everybody's gifted in their own way, and I appreciate their talents, but a lot of people can't keep up with me, because sometimes when I get in the zone, I just bum, 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 bum. And they're like, whoa, like, and they can't finish it, and then the song never gets completed because they got their own record. But I just think, you know, it's just really crazy.
Well, what you're talking about is dedication and discipline. Everybody don't have that.
Right.
That's you. You got the juice.
But yeah, we'll get the benefit of the doubt. You know, if your music is hot, definitely, you know, work with somebody, you know. I don't, you know, I think, you know, I like to see everybody win a little bit. You know, I think everybody needs to win. I like to see positive, you know, positivity. I like to see smiles, you know, I like to see all of that. So if one little thing, you know, as a smile could change somebody's day.
That's right.
You don't know, you know, what other people are going through or how bad somebody needs something, but as long as you're always positive, you know, it can help somebody.
That's right. You're right. You're speaking the truth. Even though you're young, you know what you're talking about, boy. So where can people find your music, your new music especially, and follow you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at Cali Tha Chef NJ, Facebook Cali Tha Chef. If people want to get a little extra curious, they could go on Google and type Cali Tha Chef in Google, and everything will pop up. My videos are going to be dropping on Cali Tha Chef Vivo on YouTube. My video Never Lose is up on my Vivo channel now, as well as Apple Music. So if you want to scroll down Apple Music, the video was in on there as well.
Okay. Thank you so much. I enjoyed myself with you. I mean, I was like, dang, how old is he? He know a lot about music.
I appreciate you having me. It was definitely an honor speaking with you and getting to meet you. So thank you again.
Thank you. Now get back in and whip it up in the kitchen.
Yo, you already know.
Bye.
Bye.